Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to film this look. I've been gone for a really long time and I'm so excited to show you some new looks, some tips and tricks, and if you guys want to learn how to recreate this look, just keep watching. So the first thing that I'm going to start with is my eyebrows because I feel like that shapes my face. And I don't know, I do it always before my eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with the Bobbi brown angled brush. I've been using this for a really long time. It's like literally my go-to, I'll never switch. And then I'm going to take my MAC little brow kit. I actually just bought these individually and they work for me. I'm going to take the lighter shade and then start going in fully with my brows. And then if you have brows like dark like mine, you want to make sure that you have kind of an ashy tone because then they look really red, especially against like black hairs. My favorite step is now to carve them. I only carve them on the bottom, and that is because I just like the cleaner look, but I don't want it to be like overly done. And what I've always used is the MAC NC35 Studio Finish Concealer. So I am almost done. Glad I have a backup. And then I'm gonna go and just carve the bottom. Then I'm gonna go in back in with my Bobbi brown brush, and I'm gonna take the lighter shade and just make sure that everything is blended because I don't want my concealer all over the place. And I do like that bushy look, so that's kind of the look I'm going for with them. Alright, now that we have a good base with our primer, and obviously it's helped cancel out all the redness that I have, I'm gonna take just a matte shade, like a matte white. And right now I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown Ivory, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. And then I usually start with my transition shade. I find it to be easier. Actually, I made this little kit too because I like simplicity. So this one is Taupe, and I usually start with that one or Soft Brown by MAC. So right now I'm gonna probably just start with that one, might as well. And then start going in windshield wiper motion right here, just to deepen the crease. And then I am going to go in with this MAC shade. It's like a cream Prolongwear waterproof color stick, and then I'm going to use this as my base because I'm going to be putting just like a shimmery shade. So now that I put all the MAC shimmery shade, I'm going to go in with this Nars. It's called Isolde single shadow, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. The brush that I'm using is this really old Chanel one, just like any, you know, tapered small brush will work. Now that I laid that out, I'm gonna go and take MAC, kind of this reddish brown color, and just put that on the right here where your lid is, and then a little bit right above that. When I started doing makeup, I used to have a really hard time blending, and like literally the only thing you need is like a fluffy brush, and you need a transition color. Now when people talk about transition color, they mean like a light brown. It depends your skin tone too. If you have more of fair, cooler skin, like a cool tone pink, you need more like of a taupey color. So Definitely it depends on your skin color, so it's like soft brown is not going to work on everybody, but if somebody else is using like this really cool tone, it's not going to look good on me. It's going to look ashy. So it just really depends what skin color you have. If you have trouble figuring it out, usually if you find a YouTuber and they have similar skin tones to you, like, and they're using something that looks really good, it probably would look good on you. But it just really depends, like if their skin tone has similar like undertones like yours, and that honestly is like the best way to find like a good transition color. And you can make like any shadow work, like even like a cheap shadow, as long as you have like a good quality, you know, flattering shade. I think that like that's just the key to like giving like a really nice eye look. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade again and then just do that right above here. I'm gonna go back in with my shimmery Nars shade, and I'm actually gonna wet my brush this time because I really want it to like be a little bit more dramatic in here, just so it pops. And my Fix Plus just broke. This is like really old, but I'm gonna just wet a brush and then go in with my shade. Now that I packed my shadow and I'm pretty happy with how it looks so far, I'm gonna go and line my eyes, and of course I am gonna go back if I need to after I do like my mascara and my lashes. This eyeliner is the Color Rich L'Oreal. I don't know if they make it anymore. It's like really old, but I never really used it. Hopefully I don't get an eye infection, but oh, still works. So I'm gonna go and line the bottom here. If you're not really good at like putting liner, even like this thin, you can always go in with a black shadow. So just like a matte one, and grab like a little brush and just kind of like smudge it so it looks kind of smoky. And I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. I'm gonna take this Sonia Cashew brush. I don't know which number it is, but it's really, really thin. And then just take a little bit of the black. Just kind of smudge it out. Or if you don't have a black eyeshadow, you can just go in with the brush and kind of go like this. Just do that like smoky effect, nothing harsh. So before I put my lashes on, I'm gonna put mascara, and this is gonna be the CoverGirl Lash Blast, the best drugstore mascara in my opinion. And I'm just gonna lightly coat it just so like it blends in with the fake lashes. So while that dries, I'm gonna just get started on my face makeup. And usually doing my makeup, everything gets messy, so I always have a clean towel. That's one of the tips I recommend. When I wash my face, I always wash it with these white ones, and the reason I use white is because when you bleach them, like they're a lot more cleaner than colored. So this is like a clean one that I have, and then I'm gonna just wipe everything that I have, all the fallout. Alright, I already put my moisturizer on. I had a little bit of moisturizer earlier, so what I'm gonna start with is my primer. And the one I've been using, I replaced my Murad one because this one's a lot cheaper. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Primer. I really like it. I saw mixed reviews about it, but I mean, I don't mind it being thick. I feel like it just kind of fills in pores. Usually people who have oily skin tend to have pores, so it just kind of evens everything out. And I usually blend that out with my Chanel stipple brush. Now that I put that there, I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier Radiance Primer. I like putting this all over my areas where I have darkness. I feel like it just really brightens it up. And this is a very nice champagne color, so it looks really good if you have olive skin tone like me. It doesn't look ashy. So I usually go right here, where I have some redness. I focus on that, and then sometimes I like put it everywhere depending on how my skin is. If your skin has a lot of texture, you want to stay away from this or any like highlighter because it can just accentuate it. Right now my skin doesn't have too much texture, so I can just add a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna blend it with the Beauty Blender. Actually, this is not the Beauty Blender, this is the Sephora one, but works just as good. Seems like my mascara is dry, so I can start getting my lashes ready. I'm going to be using the Ardell, the Faux Lash, the new ones that came out. This is the 812, and I'm reusing them, and I'm just going to use the regular Duo Eyelash Adhesive. The reason lashes used to look like really funny on me was because like I'm like, dude, it looks hella weird, and I realized that is because you have to like measure them, so always measure them before you even put them on, then you'll know if you like them or not. So I'm gonna put glue everywhere. Just wait till those get tacky, and this is gonna be my left one. So I put the lashes on, and this is what they look like. Really natural, especially because the band is lighter and clear. I really recommend them, especially if you feel weird with like lashes when they're really dark at the band. Like if you feel like it's too much, especially if you have like dark eyebrows. For me, sometimes I'm like, this is just too much, and then I take them off. Now that my primer is dry, I can go and put my foundation. And today I'm gonna mix two of them. This is my Maybelline 228 Fit Me. This is the Matte and Poreless. And then I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Infallible. So I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Infallible, and I'm gonna take the Maybelline 228 and mix a little bit of the L'Oreal in there just so it darkens it a little bit, just because I'm getting a little bit darker, and it has oil control a lot more than the Maybelline. However, this thing gives me so much texture. I used to just put it on my T-zone, and then I started getting darker, so I was like, let me try it in there, and it gives me more coverage and it controls my oil, and I do like it when it's a little bit darker than me. So I'm gonna use my Maybelline 228 and put that on my hand. And then I'm gonna take a few drops and put the L'Oreal one in there. So I usually just mix it on my hand, and then I'm gonna stipple it. I never used to like mix foundations or even like go darker in the summer. I would just pack on the bronzer, especially like the mouth area. You start noticing like it's really light. But since I had the L'Oreal, I'm like, I don't want to waste it. I hear good things about it, and I just wanted it to work for me. And one day I just wanted my foundation to be darker, so I just mixed it and I liked it. So I think I'm just gonna like stick with this routine. Now that my foundation's on, I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my face, especially here, because it looks so gray, because my mouth area always gets dark. So does my forehead. It looks really gray. These are the areas that you usually tend to get really dark in the summer. So I'm going to take the NYX matte bronzer. This is the Deep Tan, and this is a Chanel powder brush. I just use it for bronzer. I really like it just because it's like really quick. And I'm going to start bronzing my forehead and right here and the bottom. Usually I'll take the excess and like put it around my mouth. I'm not trying to like heavy contour. I like how that looks so far, but I'm gonna actually put on my corrector before my concealer. Corrector, this is the Peach one by Bobbi Brown. I've been using it for a long time, and then I'm going to be using a different concealer. And then I'm just going to take this MAC brush, I think this is a 165, and put that under my eyes. This part always makes me happy because I always look so awake and my eyes look so lifted. my blender and use this part just to blend that in. Now that I corrected my under eye, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape, this is in medium, and put that under my eyes. Now that my concealer is on, I'm going to take my highlighter and go over that. For highlighter today, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier one. It's their new ones. I depotted it, so it's in this little case here. I'll put the link or the description below so you guys know which one it is. And then I'm going to take this MAC brush and just put that all over. And then I'm going to go in with my bronzer again and blend everything out. And then sometimes I will contour my nose or just bronze it. So I take this little brush and just go like that. I'm going to take my Bobbi Brown brush and I'm going to take MAC Warm Soul and put that on my cheeks. So now that my concealer is like set, I usually go in with my eye makeup because I find that when it's like still setting, then it gets all sticky and more messy. I'm going to take this Nars eyeliner and I'm gonna go put that in my waterline. I'm just gonna do it really lightly. I'm gonna take this little brush and I'm gonna go in with the bronzer and put that under my eye. Then I'm gonna take this brush, I'm going to wet it with my Fix Plus, and then I'm going to go and put a little bit of highlighter in my inner corner. Now that my eye makeup is done, I'm going to go in to do my lips, and I'm going to be doing a pinky nude color. I'm taking the Giorgio Armani Smooth Silk Lip Pencil in number 1, lining my lips. And this is the 506 lipstick. I like this one because I feel like it makes me look really tan. And then I'm going to take some Dior lip gloss. This is the 432 and put that on top. Now I'm going to just kind of powder my face really lightly just so I can smooth everything out, and then I'm going to put my Fix Plus. I'm going to be taking the Giorgio Armani Luminous powder, and this is a MAC brush, and go in very lightly. And if you need to go in with your bronzer, you can. Just make sure everything is blended. And now I'm ready for my Fix Plus. I love the smell of this. I feel like it's like really soothing. So whenever I go out, like I actually look forward to this because of the smell. So this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.